Gonna get out of here. Are the cobwebs just like loose on the floor? Start trying to scale the cobwebs. All the while, he's just thinking, please hold my weight, please hold my weight. And he makes it about halfway through. About how far is the top of the hole from where I made it to? Whew. Okay. Sorry, let me look at my inventory. I now have the game open, so give me a sec. Come on, roll 20. Hmm. All right. So I'm going to try and like pull out my sharp greatsword, not shooting star, and how hard does this cave wall seem? Just solid stone, or does it seem like it's made of some weird magical darkness stuff? Hmm. Hmm. I'm gonna give it a few knocks. Like, I can't drive a sword into this, can I? Yeah, it's it would be a good position for many swings. Well, if it's like a rocky wall, I could like reach up and look for like outcrops, so sort of make my way a bit more upwards. Right? Okay. And if there's a point where those outcrops end, then I'm going to like just try and sort of propel myself upwards, like just with like a jump, pretty much.
All right then.
Hmm.
Manage to do so. Uh, Elevate yourself almost to the top of the cave, or the entrance of this hole, just within arm's reach.
1, 2, 3. And he pulls up to sort of jump up, and with with a sword out, just trying to like plant it on like the dirt above to like hold him up.
Uh, you have to do it a few times because if you remember, the top was mostly, yeah, top is basically water because the inner ring basically gave way. And if you remember,
Hmm.
you were on a circular thing, so you put it in there and you just find that you're stabbing at heavy water.
You know what? I'll take care of those fucking water elementals or whatever they were in advance.
But no, as you do that, as you manage to grab onto the top and pull yourself up, yeah, you just land directly into water, and you have to just swim back to the grass.
Dalen swims as fast as he can out of that water. Not again, not again.
Reach the shore where your vehicle is. You do.
Let me see here. Do we have some kind of like parchment or like quill and ink? Anything for me to leave a note in like the car?
You do, yes.
Okay. I'm going to leave a note in like the driver's seat of the big vehicle. It just says, sorry for taking the motorcycle dash Dalen, and he rides the motorcycle off.
Okay. Now, does Dalen know how to ride a motorcycle?
Uh, he's ridden a horse before.
Oh man, exact same thing.
Yep. Hey, it's more similar than driving a car.
So, as you're on the open road, as to say, in Avernus, where exactly are you going
Hmm. Step one, I want to drop off the stuff at Sanctuary.
after that?
Hmm. I want to try and, if I could free Charlene from the contract without the help of the others, that'd solve a lot of problems. Ah, where do I start though? Maybe Mahadi's? Yeah, they'd probably have an idea. Maybe get a team together or something, because it would be rough to do it alone.
Okay. So, uh, you're going to go visit Mahadi at the Wandering Emporium, seeing as how he is the only person that you know of that knows anything about contract right now. Uh, the Wandering Emporium is had not left the location you had last left. It was still in the same spot. The only difference now and from now and then is that there are just different people browsing and mingling. So you park your vehicle at a designated area and you enter.
Uh, hmm. I start looking around. It's like Dalen thought he's gonna need help. Are there any like adventurers around? Like any people like him who seem like they're just doing whatever the fuck in Avernus?
You see a couple of tieflings, fire genasi, and other people that you can't really tell at the first glance because of their attire they're wearing.
Hmm.
Uh you can try listening to what they're saying, but at a first glance, there is a toughness to them that's can only be seen on people that have traversed Avernus for at least say a month or so.
All right. He figures it's not the best idea to walk up with, "Hey, do you want to invade the Lord of Hell's fortress with me?" Because he feels like he might get sold out.
Mm-hmm.
So he's gonna keep an ear out for sort of eavesdrop while feigning shopping, I guess, to
Mm-hmm.
see if they seem like adventurers or they seem like they're like grunts or something here or whatever, or devil worshippers or something.
Okay. Uh you managed to get close enough to get within earshot to hear a couple of snippets of their conversation while also just sitting down and pretending to I would say just polish your weapons at a table.
Hmm.
You hear a couple words here or there about these people looking for one thing or another in Avernus, but being constantly frustrated on pinning down its location. For others, it's more of uh they are looking for a big source of income, so they are looking for lost treasures that other people had lost while trying to settle here, and others just seeing what they could find here in Avernus that could catch their eye and bring a good story back with them, but they're settling on things that you don't really even understand because it's so strange to hear.
Now, income I could do for to an extent, because Dople Dalen does have a copy of the party's gold.
Yeah.
Hmm. Let's start by asking the hottie if he knows anything first.
Okay. What are you going to ask him exactly? If he knows people or
Hmm. more or less, hey Mahadi, can you show me what a contract looks like?
Ah, but of course. Hmm, what sinister are we talking?
Uh, one of like eternal servitude or whatever for a
Oh, but
soul.
oh, but there are many of those, like this one. Hadi just pulls out a porcelain doll without any eyes. Very popular back in the day.
What about recently?
Hmm. Recently. Oh, let's see. What do we have? This over here. Yeah, no, that's only that's a few thousand years old now. No. Well,
Specifically, uh,
not good.
specifically, um, I don't suppose you know the kind of contract Zariel uses, would you?
Ah. Hmm. We're looking through what I might have. Hmm. Now, it could be the old-fashioned, as he pulls out just a vellum piece of paper, or it could be something a little more, how do you say, meaningful, as he pulls out not a vellum contract per se, but you do recognize it as sheet paper, uh, it- particularly the one that people write down musical notes on.
Hmm. If I looked at a contract, would there always be some kind of indicator as to who signed it?
If it is in the written format, then it will have their name, but well, I suppose it would be in common. Not many names in Infernal in human side of thing, correct?
But if it's like one of those dolls, there's no way to tell.
Hmm. Unfortunately, that is not one that you can tell. Only the person, unless you're the person who made the deal, of course.
Be a little tricky. Hey, Mahadi,
Yes.
you've been real good to me and my group, and I feel like I can trust you with stuff. So I need you to recommend me a team of people I can sort of rely on, capable people. I'm sort of planning something.
Oh, that is extremely hard. Come by in awareness. But give me a bit of time. I'll see what I can scrounge up for
Sure thing. I have gold to offer if that helps.
you. It is always a good incentive.
Yeah. All right. I'll just chill here, I guess.
hmm He goes away to start basically going to his own personal tent to look at things. Then you hear a
I'll
voice in your head.
Hmm?
You hear in the voice of a crotchety old man that brings dread to your entire emotional spectrum. As it says, "Is this the same Dalen the Wayfarer that is not only in a relationship with my granddaughter, also the man that let her die?"
I can't facially emote in a voice call, so I will just say not only is there a sense of dread, but that specific end of it is like a dagger in Dalen's heart. And a good couple of moments pass before the response happens. And Dalen responds, "Yes, I tried, sir. I tried so hard to help her. But I swear I will save her, and I will never fail her again."
You get another response in your head. Basically, it's not just a response. You don't know how exactly he's doing it, but the conversation keeps continuing somehow, and it goes between a back and forth on him first criticizing you for what you've done. He says, "How exactly could you have just let this happen? Weren't you the one devoted to protecting her? Weren't you the strong warrior?" And what's your response to these criticisms, all these things to really just wound your heart? I guess he's trying to do.
Dalen again takes a moment to respond. He says, "You're right, sir, and I've been hating myself for what happened to her for a long time. But how do I put this? I'm truly sorry for what happened to her, and I will never forgive myself. But I can either wallow in self pity or try and help her now. And I'm trying to do the latter. I'm not trying to make excuses. I know that I failed. But maybe I can make it up to her."
You get quite a few responses from him. Not ones that are actual words, but every so often while you're talking, you hear sort of like a almost like a cough or an ahem almost, but he never continues with them. You think that he's just recasting the spell or something. But once you are done talking, you get the response from him proper saying that, boy, like you've made a mistake. You gotta own up to it. So, you gonna do it?
Yeah, I am. No matter what it takes.
Damn right you are. Twitch, you get quite the detailed makings of the plan. So, apparently, man on the inside, Roy, recently got a promotion. And because of that, he is now been upgraded from guarding the cells to guarding Zariel's personal rooms. And because of that, he has access to a room where she keeps her more intimate contract close to home aboard her flying fortress. So Jim details a plan of how you will sneak aboard the ship once inside rendezvous with Roy, extract the contract, leave, and then save Charlene. And one thing that you just keep thinking to yourself as you're doing this is, I've never done this before.
Yeah. So, sir, this is a brilliant plan and all that. However, I'm not sure I can tackle this kind of thing alone. I'm gonna try and recruit sort of a small team together.
Well, they better get the job done.
Yes, sir. I'll make sure I'll find reliable people. I'm a big fan of your work, by the way.
Brown nosing will get you nowhere in this business, boy.
Sorry. But back to the matter at hand. So, we destroy the contract and we get out. What then? How will me and the other group meet up with Charlene?
That you're gonna have to figure out yourself. But even then, you can't destroy the contract by yourself. Some of them don't work like that. You might just need to transport it out of there. You know how tricky those devils are.
Transport it out of there, like out of the ship or out of Avernus?
Out of the ship at first, of course.
Hmm. Got it. So we're on a time crunch. Is there anything special that goes into destroying this contract, or is just tearing some paper, pretty much?
I won't know until I see it. Some of them are made out of damn stone and are impervious to all forms of magic.
Oh, will you see it, sir?
Yeah, you'll describe it to me.
Yeah, I yeah, I'll describe it with make it out.
He just says, "All right, these are the finer details you'll need to know."
Mhm.
Basically saying to you that Zerial's ship is not does not have an infinite power supply. It is like a vehicle here in Avernus, in which it runs on souls, but not soul coins. Instead, runs on apparently the river water here. As to why that is, he doesn't know because Roy doesn't know. So he just knows that for some reason the ship needs to dock every so often, and that the next one will be very soon. And as you're talking to him, you notice that there are moments that he is not talking to you for a while. Like the messages go on like a sentence, stop for like a solid 2 minutes. Then he just continues speaking to you, and
Mhm.
it feels like he might be talking to Roy at the same time, like getting all the information from Roy as he's speaking to you. And
All
at
right.
one point, at some points, you find that the conversation continues, and it's not even his voice. It's the voice of a gruff man, a younger lady, a middle-aged man, very older woman, and it seems that he is just going on with this spell.
Who are these people?
You hear his voice again and just say, "They're my pupils. What, you think magic is infinite? No. They're helping me because I'm helping them."
Oh, well, send my thanks to them as well. Uh, sir, I have a question. I
You
don't,
hear, oh, go ahead.
I don't suppose there'd be any way to quickly identify which contract is Charlene's. Would there?
You get a response back. "Well, apparently, if she's so important to you, you should know it at first sight." Eh?
Fair enough. I'll do my best.
Eh? And from there, after all, you get all the info that you actually do need. Uh, the ship is going to dock. You will arrive there much earlier than before it docks, so you have time to uh, either prepare a plan there, hide, because it's not just going to refuel, it's also going to resupply. Perhaps sneak in as they're bringing in crates. Doesn't matter as long as you get in there. From there, you will need to reach the lowest deck. That is the brig. That's where Roy will meet you. Roy will transport you up to where the exact floor that the uh, contract room is. He can open the door, but that's the extent of the help he can provide for you. Once inside, you'll have to locate the contract yourself, get it out of there, and hopefully make it off the ship in a timely fashion, or else the ship will depart with you still in it.
Hmm. Now, due to the shape of the ship, the entrance we're coming from is the lowest point, right? We're
it
coming in on the bottom floor.
it's not the lowest point, it's like the seventh floor, fifth floor.
Hmm. Interesting.
Yeah.
Is it like a huge ramp leading up then, or?
It is a huge ramp. It's basically like the tip of the ship almost touches the water, the the and the bottom bottom floor reaches on basically ground level, but the ramp is a couple stories above that and goes downward onto the floor.
So we'll have to sneak up, go down to the brig, and then Roy will show us back upwards, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Understood.
because no one's gonna be downstairs while they're resupplying.
Fair enough. Okay.
Okay.
I think that's all the questions I have.
Okay. Once you have all the information you need, Mahadi returns to you and says, "Ah, Mr. With, good thing I've caught you. I have a few suggestions, but I think that the best people for the job are actually your popping sounds as from the space right next to you, a group of individuals pop out from seemingly nowhere and land at your feet. Oh, that also works. I'm better at this than I thought.
Oh, hey, well, this works. Can you guys fight? Because if so, I could use your help.
They all look at you with confusion in their faces, and the heist will begin shortly. Alright, so that's that.
Okay, cool.
Yep. They get that heist music.